Hello, we're doing another video update. It's been a while since we've done one. We also skipped a weekend here as well, going back for Jordan's class reunion last weekend, so it's been 2 weekends since we've been up here. But this update is from July 27th, and it's Saturday, July 27th. We're gonna try to do this update before the storm rolls in. We had a nice morning and then intermittent rain storms just throughout the afternoon. You know, the last 20 minutes or so, and then go on for an hour. But we stacked a whole bunch of new wood up for this deck, and this is eventually going to go on here. We're bringing up this plywood that's just a filler right now, I guess, but we're just slowly unscrewing that when we have times between our other projects today to get this wood onto the deck so it just looks like a proper deck. And then put some railing on. That'll probably finish the next weekend we're up here, but we'll just slowly make progress on this. It's not a life or death sort of thing. But we'll move down. These are some mold boards that we took off. I've made the last time we were up, we loosely made a path that kind of traces where we want people to be able to walk up here to the deck. So a little path that goes up to the deck, and I kind of outlined it with these branches that you see on the ground. And then, because we were doing some digging today and we ended up with some dirt, I've just started the very beginnings of throwing some dirt down on this. We're just gonna put dirt down on it so it's a nice path that's flanked by logs, and then just a dirt path that goes up there. So we'll just kill a few of these flowers. Very few wildflowers though. We're trying to keep the majority of the wildflowers, of course, outside the path, as you can see here. And they're looking lovely. So the other big thing we got in today was digging post holes, and I dug about 8 feet total, a little shy of 5 feet's worth for the one near the big 3-bedroom cabin, and we dug about a 3-foot hole for a signpost that we're going to have for parking for the Scarlet Paintbursh cabin. So we'll do a quick drive-by of the signpost that we have here. Concrete's curing. Just going to put a sign, show them where to park. Otherwise, it is starting to rain a little harder, so we're going to move up to the 3-bedroom, which is where we've done most of our updates today. All the cars are here. We keep one car up here at all times and use whatever 2 cars we need down in Denver. So you can see these black poles. That's roughly going to mock out where our new deck is going to be. We poured 1 post. This goes down 5 feet. That was very, very difficult to do with a post hole digger that is also about 5 feet. But these are going to be some other posts. These black ones are just placeholders. We're going to dig some more posts closer and really expand the deck out. You can see where it currently exists. We want this thing to be able to fit a pretty large table and seating for 6. And then we will update the stairs as well. Jordan has a whole mock-up that we can present at some point. But I'll tell you what, after seeing the old deck at the studio and then walking on this, it just feels less and less safe. It is just so shoddily and quickly made that it is what it is, but it won't be around for long. Hopefully just only a few more months. So now we're going into the 3-bedroom cabin. Just putting some stuff down. We've got a modem. We've got Xfinity supposed to be coming tomorrow to hook up some internet for us. So that's one of our projects for tomorrow. But I'm going to let Jordan share with you what's been going on in this bedroom, because she's taking it apart.
Hi. We are starting to pull all the paneling, the shiplap off of the exterior walls, because we are going to, you can see up here, there's the true log cabin. And you can see cracks to the outside. This is an old vapor barrier. It's like basically tar paper. And so we're gonna get all of this taken down to expose all of that, and then we're gonna prep it so that we can come in and spray closed cell foam insulation. And then we're gonna put all of these panels back up on the wall. So it's quite a process.
And that's supposed to happen in all exterior walls. This is just the first few boards coming down from the one front bedroom of the 3-bedroom. But this will happen on that wall, and then all other walls that face the exterior throughout the whole cabin. So that, yeah, as Jordan says, that will be a process. We're still trying to decide whether we want to have a company come in and do the spray from themselves, or if we want to do it. It'll really depend on price point and speed, I think. But as far as taking the shiplap down, we're going to do that. And I think with any company that would actually spray it, we would just say, hey, we'll do the prep work as far as taping up the outlets, taking the sills down, or the window framing down, and then all the shiplap down, and we just prep it and we ask them to spray, and then we'd put it all back up ourselves. So either way, it's going to be very labor intensive for us. As far as other little updates from a weekend where we didn't do updates, there's no more wall here. If you look back at an old video, there was just a little half wall that came out to about here that just cut the room in half a little bit and was completely unnecessary, so we just ripped that out. Oh, an update from the back bedroom. Jordan had a little free time on the Friday night that she got up here before I did, and ripped out the carpet so we could see what it looked like underneath. There's this really cool old wood that is already white, so it matches our scheme. But yeah, the entire bedroom has this nice white wood. It's a little creaky, slightly more creaky than with the carpet down, but it looks kind of cool. So we're trying to figure out if we leave it, if we treat it and leave it, if we do something else. We're not quite sure. Throw a rug down, I don't know. But just, you know, ideas for us here. But let's see, I think that is where we're at so far. As far as any new stuff, as far as the studio, we got a few new small appliances that we're going to add just to make it a little nicer for folks. We got a fan that we're going to put in there. We got a dehumidifier, which may sound counterintuitive because it's, you know, Colorado, and why would you want to dehumidify? Well, inside that studio cabin, it actually, especially after a hot shower, it actually gets quite steamy, and there's no existing fan or vent to the outside without windows, so that's not going to work in the winter. So we're going to throw a dehumidifier in there so people can just get rid of that shower steam themselves, and so it doesn't mold up our place. So we're going to encourage the use of it, certainly. As far as other exciting things that have happened, we've had our first 4 guests thus far stay in the studio. We've had 3 reviews come back so far, and they've all been 5 stars, so we're pretty happy with that. We've had a little bit of suggestions and critiques from the guests, and we had one situation where the bed just fell apart, actually, and because it was a metal frame bed with a box spring and a mattress on top. And we're not going with that anymore. We now have a platform instead, which is our new update. We also fired our first cleaner because she just didn't seem to want to do it. She didn't think the price point was right for her. She did not seem to be putting in the effort, and we did get a critique from guests that it wasn't as clean as they'd expect. So we've changed, and we're gonna actually do the flip tomorrow ourselves and do the cleaning tomorrow. But we are now bringing in a new cleaner who I think we'll be happy with, but we're going to bring in that new cleaner. And that's all the updates so far from the first 2 weeks of the studio being online and the first few holes being dug and boards being taken out of the 3-bedroom to prep for that. So, yeah, I'll leave you guys with this view. A little bit of rain over Shadow Mountain Lake. Appreciate you guys tuning in to listen to this update, and stay tuned for more.